you had a situation where your employer um, separated people by race or something like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
after George Floyd was killed, you know, that I think was one moment where something happened with the collective unconscious, and everyone got, I'd say, a little hysterical about race and issues of race in this country. And my employer was no different. Maybe they were on the vanguard of that. I don't know. But they set up affinity groups that were based on race. So there was the Black affinity group and the white affinity group. And um, I mean, we were kind of placed into those groups and forced to discuss issues of race from the anti-racist standpoint, the Kendi and D'Angelo, where everything that's white is the problem, and if you're Black, you're oppressed, you've been held down, you're probably poor, and I don't think it
Isn't
helps.
that condescending to blacks? I'm sorry.
Well, exactly. That, yes, exactly.
What kind of message it sends to young black kids? Hey, you're poor and you're downtrodden and you should feel terrible.
So there are a lot of Black thinkers and writers who have written about that in the past 2 years. It's very condescending. It's very disempowering. It's a very disempowering message for everyone, because they call it the work. You have to do the work. The work is never done. So if you're white or even white adjacent, which they've kind of lumped Asians into and some Hispanics, then you have to do this work of self-flagellation. And not did racism occur in that exchange that you just had with a person of color, but where did racism occur? Because we can guarantee you that it did. That is their premise. So we were being given trainings with that ideology. And for me, it culminated, I didn't like it at all. And I finally
Can't
said,
imagine.
I'm not going to these meetings. I'm not going to be lumped in a race that you choose. And by the way, Jews don't fit into this binary, Black or
Yeah,
white.
just don't fit anywhere. That we found that.
Yeah, right.
Found that out many years ago.
Right. And then, so that was fine for a few months. I just didn't do it. But we were bombarded with these messages daily because it really took over. And finally, I was asked to sign a contract, and it was called a full value contract. It was something about how you would govern your behavior at work. And one of the items was, own that all white people are racist and I am not the exception. And then I just said, no.
Wow.
I'm not signing it. I'm not
It's like saying
going to pretend.
it's like saying all men are rapists. You know.
Yeah, well, yes. That might be the next thing. I don't know. But
Wow.
so I refused. And then I had to attend a meeting with the DEI director, which I can only characterize as a struggle session with her trying to change my thoughts on these issues. It was a very big, unpleasant debate. And, that was when I had said, okay, I've had enough. And I filed an EEOC complaint. And that's where it is now, because this kind of stuff does violate existing law.
So
Oh,
this
I think I'm sorry, Seth. Just
Yeah.
I think it violates like something deep inside of us, and that should be
Yes.
that should raise a flag. When things start to encroach on our very being, something is not right in how it's done.
That's exactly right.